of Constant Sorrow. I know this has been done in different keys and different ways over the years. I'm just going to see if I can do it at a regular open G tuning. Okay. It does have a different flavor to it, this kind of bluesy flavor, and you'll notice that as we go. There's some different frets than what I normally use, for some of the other tunes that we've done. Just because it has that sort of blues flavor to it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with the open third string, and I'm going to hit the third fret on the third string, and then the first fret on the second string. Those are my pickup notes. Now what you can do is you can give that third fret just a little bit of a bend. That sort of gives it sort of a little more of a bluesy flavor. Or you don't have to. I didn't write it in. Some of them I did write in, so we'll see those. Okay, so I do my pickup notes. 0, 3, 1 are my frets, and third string, second string. I'm going to do this hammer on. I'm going to go from the first to the third fret on the second string. And I pick that up with my thumb on my right hand. So I do this hammer on the second string, going from first to the third fret, and then middle. So that's 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Another roll, another forward roll where I do a hammer again. 5, 2, 1, 5. Again, just for the flavor of it. I'm going to reverse my roll, and 1, 2, 3, 1. Now you notice I did write a bend there on that 3. And try to keep that first string clear. So, first line again, pickups. Hammer, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2. Hammer again. Reverse. Bend here, and then I'm going to do my Scruggs G run. May he rest in peace. Except instead of the regular Scruggs G run that I do in like Foggy Mountain Breakdown and others, I'm going to, when I get down to the fourth string, fret on the third fret instead of second fret. Again, just to give it sort of a little blues flavor. Okay, that's that roll. And 3, pinch, another little bend here. And these bends don't need to be much. You don't want to be just enough to kind of bend it a little bit. I'm going into, there's my Cripple Creek C chord, and I'm going to hammer onto the first note. 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. And it's just forward rolls going across there, starting. Again, I'm picking this one up with my thumb on the second string. You can use your index if you want to. I just like getting down there and just nailing that with my thumb. Next roll is a 5, 2, 3, 3. 2 are the strings, and this 2/8 notes, and quarter, quarter, quarter. So fast, fast, slow, slow, slow. And again, I'm fretting the third string on the third fret, second string on the first fret. And get a little bend if you want to. Okay? Now, moving on, we're at another hammer on here, and this is a 1 to 3 hammer on again. I'll mix them up. I'll do a 1 to 3 sometimes, and sometimes I'll do a 2 to 3. But this one's a 1 to 3, first fret to third fret on the second string again. And again, I'm picking up with my thumb. 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. It's the same little sequence that we did at the top of the page. Now this little roll, 5, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here, I've got my, I've done my hammer on here. keeping my ring finger on that second string, and I'm dropping my pinky down right underneath it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. I'm doing 5, 2, 1, 5, and then I take my pinky off, 1, 2, 3, 1. Move my 3rd finger over to the 3rd string for that 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so let's start back at the hammer-on going into the, this is my little D chord sequence. 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now, 2 G licks I'm working in this. One is the Scruggs G run. Back on line 2. This one is starting with the open 3rd string and then doing the slide as the next note. And I kind of like mixing up the open 2nd string. Adding to that sort of ambiguity that the blues is built around, as far as I've ever been able to tell. And again, you can give that 3rd fret on the 4th string a little bend too. Okay, and that is actually the first half of of the break here. And actually the second half is just a repeat of the first half, but I just change up a couple of things. So let's go from the top again and take the first half. Start with the pickups. Hammer, hammer, reverse, G lick, here's your C, going into D here, picking up the pinky there, and then I pick up again, pretty much like I did at the beginning, and I'm going to do my same little hammer on here. This is across a G chord. The same little sequence can work across a G chord or a D chord, because all you're playing is a G and a D. And I'm going to do this lick again with my pinky. And again, I'm just laying my pinky down underneath my ring finger here. 1, 2, 3, 1. And here's my second G lick again. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go to the 2nd fret here and the open 2nd string. This is 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 2nd string. Here's my C lick again, starting with a hammer on here. I'm hammering from 0 to 1 here. Okay, now I'm going to do a double hammer here for my D lick. Taking it home now. And here I just like using my thumb on the 2nd string when I can, just because I can get a little more power out of it. And a hammer, hammer, 5, 2, 1, 5, and reverse it, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then this one, 3, 2, 4, 1. I'm keeping my index finger on that 1st fret of the 2nd string, and do a 3, 2, 4, 1, fretting down here on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and one more G lick to end it. Again, modified, going to the 3rd fret on the 4th string instead of the 2nd fret. And then picking back up to the top of the page. Hammer, hammer again, G lick, C, Like that. And I'd say it doesn't need to go a whole lot faster than that. Maybe one time through at what I would consider full speed. Not like I am the man of constant sorrow. Not like that. Okay, this should be a fun one to work with because it has all that kind of bluesy stuff going on with it, and little bendy notes and stuff. So.